All right. Shalom, shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shema Shai. Just another lesson touching on, how to be seasoned, how to control your emotions, how to rule your spirit. Just different scriptures that are key, while we out here, in our day to day, man. These scriptures are to be, we're supposed to be living by these words. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 28. It says, "A froward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him in a way that is not good. He shutteth his eyes to devise froward things, moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass. The hoary head is a crown of glory, if it be found in the way of righteousness. If it be found in the way of righteousness. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city." So the point is in verse 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. Because they have a saying in the world, the loudest one is usually the weakest, If you can be poised and control your emotions and, the different things in life that, quote unquote, are not going your way, all right, you better than him that is mighty. Okay, it says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. That's right. So ruling over your spirit is very important, which a lot of people, they don't know how to react in the time that things happen. They think about things in retrospect, like, damn, I wish I would have behaved differently, you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth. See, but us, we're supposed to have prudence. We're supposed to move with prudence. All right, meaning you're supposed to foresee things beforehand and move according to the counsel of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, let's go look up that word prudence real quick. All right, it says acting with or showing care and thought for the future. All right, wise, well judged. All right, sagacious, having or showing keen mental discernment and good judgment. To be shrewd, to be careful, to be you're supposed to see things ahead of time. And it comes from the Latin word provident, which means foreseeing, attending to, foreseeing and attending to. So that's what prudence means, to foresee and to attend to. So, you're supposed to foresee, the consequences of your actions, and this is what a lot of people don't really do. They pretty much, in this microwave society, they have something known as instant gratification. And then in retrospect, they're looking at themselves like, damn, I wish I would have handled that better. All right, it says that retrospect means a survey of a review of past course events in or a period of time. All right, retro means back and prospect. Okay, it says to go back, or looking back on a past event situation. All right, in retrospect, you'd be like, damn, I wish I would have handled that better. Proverbs 25 and 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. That's right. So you don't want to be moved by your emotion. You don't want to be moved by, the different things that you're battling within your mind. But you got to be under control. You got to be sober-minded. All right. He that have no rule over his own city. I'm sorry. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. Yeah, meaning you don't have no protections. All right. If you're a city that's broken down and without walls, anybody can come through and throw you off your game. Which I like to think of it as, they try to trick you out your spot. You know what I'm saying? They try to trick you out your spot. All right, and Satan will do that. All right, it talks about how he tries to do inward agitation. All right, which is sifting. All right, but the scripture is telling you to be slow to be anger. Be slow to be angry. All right. Let me grab that. Salakia. Go grab this. Proverbs chapter 15 and 18. A wrathful man stirreth up strife, but he that is slow to anger appeaseth strife. Right? He that is slow to anger appeaseth strife. All right, meaning he puts it to an end. All right, and that's what you want to do. You want to pacify. You want to be a peacemaker. You want to be you want to de-escalate. All right, it says appease, to pacify, placate by someone by acceding to their demands. All right, satisfy. All right, it says the word appease means add, which is at, and pa'is means peace. All right, so appease means to make peace. All right, so it's better to be of a humble spirit. It's better to just be patient too, because what happens is you get hasty in your spirit. All right, being hasty is not good. All right, Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 29. He that is slow to wrath is of a great understanding. That's right. If you slow to wrath, see, people think that yelling and losing your head and just blacking out on somebody it makes you tough, makes you mighty. It don't. All right, it means you don't have no understanding. It's better to be of a patience, to have patience. What patience means to suffer. All right, you'll see things through. When you see things through, all right, you'll be much better off, opposed to just being running and rushing into things. And this is what Yahushua was talking about as well, about counting the cost. Yahushua was teaching us prudence, how to foresee things ahead of time, and not just be blindly walking into stuff. All right, and this is the mark of a true soldier. All right, Proverbs 14:29. He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of his spirit exalteth folly. That's right, which is foolishness. So you can't be hasty in your spirit. All right, you got to be calm. You got to be humble. You got to be of a great understanding. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 8. It says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. That's right. It's better to be patient and divide the spoil with the lowly, all right, than to be full of pride. All right, let me go grab that. You just work your lowly job, all right, and be humble, all right, clock in, clock out, do what you need to do, man. The Lord's gonna prosper you. All right, it might not be as fast as these niggas out here in their street activities and all of their the things that they getting into, all right, but the Lord said, abide in thy labor. All right, Proverbs 16:19. Better is it to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Right? It's better to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Because, while they're over there, making all this money, all right, they're going to lose all that money. All right? Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosoms of fools. All right, anger resteth in the bosom of fools. You can't think straight if you're angry all the time. All right, now there's nothing wrong with being austere, being strict, being prudent, being cerebral, so to speak, thinking things through. All right, and being able to discern, having discernment, there's nothing wrong with that. But all right, discernment, to be able, the ability to judge well. It's like, yeah, yo. All right, discernment. It says the judgment, taste, the discrimination, refinement, cultivation. Let's go into the context of the word. They don't really have it up here. Let's go to Etymol online. All right, the word discern comes from the word distinguish, to separate. It says perceive or recognize the difference or distinction between two or more things. Also distinguish an object with the eyes, see distinctly, behold, and perceive rationally, understand, distinguish between, separate by sifting, and directly from Latin discern, to separate, set apart, divide. Yeah, and that's true knowledge, to be able to separate one thing from the other. That's true intelligence. All right, intelligence means to separate. All right, so like, let me just, to be intelligent, to have intelligence means to separate. All right, it says intelligence. It says the highest faculty of the mind, capacity or comprehending general truths, faculty of understanding, comprehension, understanding, knowledge, power, and discerning of art, skill, taste, from intelligentum, discerning, appreciative, present participle of intelligere, to understand, see, enter, legere, choose, pick out, to collect, gather, with derivatives, to speak, to pick out words, right, to separate one thing from the other. That's what true intelligence is, which goes into, what we was talking about, being able to discern, to set apart, to divide, to distribute, distinguish. All right, and you can discern whether or not you in the right spirit or not as well. You know what I'm saying? If you hasty in your spirit, like, you can discern that you're not in the right spirit. So what do? You basically meditate upon the word and calm yourself. All right, calm yourself down. Even if you gotta pray, meditate, because these are a lot of being an Israelite, man, you're very powerful, and just being strong, but not being arrogant, not being proud, and just knowing how to judge matters is very important. Being of the right spirit. There's situations where Jake blows up and loses his mind and puts himself in a horrible situation like that, rather as if you was to just stay chill and calm and just let everything play itself out, you'd be in a much better situation. Which that's one thing that you got to learn to do in this truth. Let me go grab it. Sirach. The Sirach chapter 2 and 4, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. That's right. Whatsoever is brought upon you, just take it all cheerfully. Take it all in stride. Just continue to keep your mind focused and not to be overthrown by all of these different things that may overwhelm you. Just take it all cheerfully. Even if it's a situation that you possibly don't really want to be in. You just take it all cheerfully, man. And that's the best spirit to be in. Unaffected by it, or as they say, unbothered. And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Right? These are the things that are going to make you a better person. These are the things that's going to make you a better man. All right? The different adversity is helping you, all right, to become molded into that precious gold. All right? Without the adversity, without the fiery trials, you're not going to improve. And that's why the people that don't go through shit, all right, and everything is handed to them, they're not gonna know how to deal with things in the time that we're living in. But the Lord is refining us and building us up for that. So you just gotta enjoy the process. You gotta enjoy the correcting process, all right, because the Lord is gonna continue to build us up. Alright, so I pray that the lesson's edifying, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashem, Rakaha, Kodash. Shalom.